Hey. Usually it cuts off the first few seconds, so I was just sitting there. But anyway, we're gonna get out of the car now. Empty all the junk out of the car. Just got home from work. Sore. Worked a lot. Like an 11-hour day. Oh, goodness. And yes, that is my finger on the thumbnail. I cut myself yesterday. It was just a tiny cut, like on this finger here. But it bled like a motherfucker, and I sprayed it with the air hose, so it went like splattered everywhere. I took a picture of it. That's kind of weird, I know. Oh no, my beer's ripping through the fucking. There's some beers in the fridge. Adventure in the fall. Come on, beers, don't spill. Ants are falling down. I got nobody out there. That's okay. We'll get somebody sooner or later. Coldest one. Hang on a second. Yay, Mr. Bones says hello. What's up, buddy? Brother. It is up, brother. Ooh-wee, look what I found in my book bag. What a magic backpack. Board, no one's on. Thanks for popping up. No problem. Thanks for the like and thanks for dropping by, man. I don't get much action these days. There we are. That'll work. Nice pink lighter. Sorry. I look like a baby lamb. Flick the bick, bitch. Flick the bick, don't lick the tip. Don't lick the tip. What? Some Bicks somewhere. I need somebody. Ah, son of a bitch. We'll get the phone thing situated in a minute. I'm just smoking this bowl. There. Go-Gurt Queen. That's not one of those girls you kiss on the lips there, Mr. Bones. Get the crew assembled, LOL. Mr. Bones, was the thumbnail too gruesome when I cut my finger yesterday and took a picture of it? I had to dig 2 splinters out of the fucking palm of my hand. Shit hurts. We're in a machine shop, so you know that shit happens. Pound cake. There's a little gay guy on a local radio show that went by the name Pound Cake. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just an album cover for some punk band, LOL. What's that, Mr. Bones? Oh, no. That was just my finger yesterday. I blew the blood with an air hose just to make it, like, splatter and stuff. Your thummy? No, it was this finger here. Right here. That little tiny cut bled that much. It just wouldn't stop bleeding, dude. Right here. I don't know what the fuck. You know, it bled like a motherfucker. First drink at home. Very nice. New cover art for Snot, LOL. Manufalcon, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Mugfugga. That's right, Mr. Bones. All them mugfuggers out there. Let's try not to play any copyrighted music. I was feeling like it, but hey, cheers, Manufalcon. Cheers. I had to ask Alicia if she could send me the notes to a bass line that I'm maybe gonna play on the song, because she played bass and I was gonna add some dirty bass to it. But I asked her if she would like give me some kind of notation for what she played, because I couldn't figure it out because the bass is real low in the mix and stuff. So I'm hoping that she doesn't get upset with me asking her all these questions and stuff. Excuse me. Anyway, I'll sit down with my bass later and try to figure it out. Why is my chat not popping up? Poon juice, Mr. Bones. I guess if it's a clean poon, that's okay. I wouldn't mind some. Rats, I need a toothpick or something. And something stuck in my bridge. These 4 teeth right here are all a bridge. They're fake. Oh well. Poon juice and pound cake, LOL. Ah. I'm gonna sop up all that moisture. Some pound cake, nice dry cake. Oh wow, we got people leaving. Thanks, Mr. Bones. Thanks a lot. Nice snack, right? Apparently, some viewers did not agree and decided to leave. That's okay, Mr. Bones. This is an 18 and up stream anyway. Sometimes we talk about some wacky subjects. I was going to name the stream Esoteric Dildos, but decided against it because better judgment prevailing said don't name it that, Matt. And I went, it's probably not a good idea. Not really something that it draws in a weird crowd too. Bad dragons. How to train your bad dragon. That's a good one, actually. How to train your bad dragon 18 plus. Step 1, do not get a bad dragon unless you want your vagina destroyed forever or your butthole. Step 2, correct. If you miss step 1, try again. Get rid of your bad dragon. I'm sorry, I have to go back to normal sized things in my vagina and or ass. Instead of massive, monstrous things that don't belong there. Mr. Bones, why do they make bad dragons? Why do people have to do weird shit like that? Step 2, don't say fuck anymore, because fuck is the worst word that you can say. Fuck is the worst word that you can say. Fuck is the worst word that you can say. Instead of say, okay. It's easy, okay. That's right, Mr. Bones. Man, I just got a fucking haircut like the other week. And already my shit's growing in and stuff. You could like barely see my tattoo or anything anymore. It's kind of aggravating. You can see a little of it, but just caught a fade. Yeah, I did. I need another one already, bro. I like it 0 on the side. I wish they'd just fucking like scalp that shit almost, but no, they always go easy and give me like a half-assed 0. It's never like to the. No, the carpet does not match the drapes. I've never dyed my pubic hair before. And in fact, I normally don't have any, but since I've been on hiatus anyway, I haven't really been tending the garden, so that's all I'm going to say about that. First time for everything? No, I don't think dyeing my pubes is going to be one of those bucket list things. Having like caustic chemicals around my dick is not a good idea. I already know that. Dude, when I put this, or my daughter helped me dye my goatee here, and she's putting the stuff on. She even put it on my soul patch right here, like on by my labret piercing. And holy shit, did that burn just right in there. It got into the fucking opening, even though I've had this for several years. Got into the opening and it burned. And all I could smell was like this strong ammonia and something smell out of the fucking hair dye. And I had to smell it for like a half hour while I was fucking waiting for it to, absorb. Pubics. Pink pubes. Hashtag pink pubes. My public area. Oh wait, that's not a public area. Shit. You'll get in a lot of trouble for that. Restricted area, lol. Oh shit, I got a sandwich in the car I gotta take out. Can't leave the sandwich there all night. Thank God we don't have bears in this area, because they'll rip a fucking car door off its hinges to get the food. My little Toyota Corolla wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah, I got a classic Italian sandwich from Penn Station with a side of oil and vinegar, as opposed to it going on there, because then you'll get a soggy ass sandwich later if you save some of it. I got a large one so I could save half of it for later, which I did successfully. Still got some oil and vinegar. Still have a sandwich. Things are good. I'm getting nice and stoned, and I'm going to eat that sandwich, I think. Excuse me while I whip this out. What, you thought I was going to show you my dick? Perverts. Pound cake for dessert. Detachable penis. Da, 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 detachable penis. Found my penis lying on a blanket next to a broken toaster. Guy wanted $20. I talked him down to 17. I don't like being without my penis. It makes me feel like less of a man, and I have to sit down to pee. Sump pump. That bitch sucks like a sump pump. Fucking cum dump. What? Hashtag squeezebox. Damn, you're just full of these little one-liners and shit, Mr. Bones. You keep gaining viewers and losing them, but oh well. I'm just scrambling around, I do what I do. If you like what I do, then I fucks with you. You can fucks with me or you can leave, I don't care. Do what you want, it's a free country. So far. Let's hope it stays that way. Don't vote for Kamala Harris. Vote for Donald Trump. If you're not voting for Trump, stay home. Don't vote at all. Please, do us a favor. Because 4 years of Kamala is 4 years of fucking Biden times. It's like could be Biden bad on steroids. Whisper ASMR. We're all fucked if Harris gets in. We're all fucked if Harris gets in. Kiss your ass goodbye. Kiss your finances, your food, your freedom. And embrace socialism. Or even straight out communism. Fuck these people. That's not what we need. Double stuffed. Hashtag double stuffed. Hashtag. I'll do whispering ASMR about politics and then just occasionally just hashtag double stuffed. Hashtag Gogurt. Sponsored by Go-Gurt. You a thirsty, dirty little slut? Try Go-Gurt. Good to the last drop. Go-Gurt. Hashtag go-kart pussy. I ain't seen no go-kart pussy. What's that? Never gotten it on a go-kart. I've banged in quite a few cars, though. Some of them while driving. Well, I mean, my buddy was driving, and I was fucking my girlfriend in the back seat. Him and his girlfriend were in the front seat. I don't know. I'm just typing random shit. LOL. Pussy on the go. Miniature pussy. Midgets. Then again, you could get a midget that's been passed around a few too many times and has just like fucking. She's thinking Arby's down below. Mini golf pussy. LOL. Mr. Bones, I quickly am realizing we need to do something entertaining right now. Bridget the midget. You know, that's the ironic part. The last chick that I banged was named Bridget. She happened to be an inch taller than I am. I'm 5'8", so she was 5'9", obviously. And of course, you know, I met her on Tinder, and like at the last minute, as I'm in the like elevator coming up to her apartment, oh, I've heard of Bridget the midget before, actually. But anyway, so like as I'm in the elevator coming up to her room, she's like, "Oh, by the way, how tall are you? You know, it's not a big deal." And I'm just like, "I'm 5'8". And I'm like, "Why? How tall are you?" She's like, 5'9". And I'm like, "All right." It's the first time I ever met with a chick that was taller than me. I mean, it was slightly awkward, but there were other awkward parts I don't want to talk about. Anyway, fuck Tinder. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what else there's plenty of in the sea? Trash. And I am sick and tired. I actually deleted Tinder because did you hike your way up to that poontang? Yeah, I did. Twice. I mean, like 2 separate occasions. Like, once you already been there, you might as well go back again. But no, she wanted more than one dick. And I was like, no, I don't play that game. So I was like, I'm out. See ya. Very nice. Like, she was just still open dating and blah, 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 which probably meant being banged out by more than one dude. So, you know, a couple of pump and dumps, and, you know, there you go. It's like, well, it was nice and all. And then it's not that we even said we're not going to talk to each other anymore. I just was like, huh, I seem to be pulling all the, you know, all the weight in saying hello and blah 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 and texting or anything or call whatever. So I'm like, oh, I just won't text her. Never heard from her again. This was in 2021. Oh well. Muff diving, lol. I don't know. It was less dramatic than getting involved with a chick from rehab in 2018. And those were the only two real encounters with women I've had since my wife passed away in 2017. So I'm not like a slut anymore or anything like that. Never really was, but still. I'm a slut. Fuck, 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 'cause I'm a slut. Fuck, 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 'cause I'm a slut. Snatch crackers. Snatch goblins, Mr. Bones. Watch out for him. One-eyed snatch goblins. Trying to see what my... Oh, better plug my phone in. All right, Mr. Bones. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Wooden sticks and some of these. Have a good night, buddy. Maybe somebody else will grace me with their presence. Or maybe everybody's sick and fucking tired of me sitting in my garage getting fucked up. Who knows? Who am I to disagree? That's right. I've traveled the world in the 7 seas. Everybody wants to see these nuts. All right, Mr. Bones. Peace out, brother. Keep my stream on and just put it on mute so I get some watch hours. These streams are all for naught if no one watches them. I might go inside and play some guitar, video games or something. Play with myself a little bit. I'm in on the Nintendo. Maybe the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo even. The GameCube. I should get some kind of GameCube device that emulates the fucking whole library. I'm not familiar enough with the... Oh, I do have a Need for Speed game, I think. Hang on a second. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Ooh, scissor me timbers. I'm alienating my audience. One fucker at a time. Nah. Peace, Mr. Bones. Let's do this. Let's go back to Dance Party. Or not. There we are. It's a documentary of shitty viewing. The raw, hard facts. Fuck you. No, I don't. Not fuck you. I love you. I love you all. Unless you're like creeps or something on to kids or something, and that's not cool. Otherwise, I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. This is golden footage here, and nobody's here to see it. It's very sad. It's a sad day. Maybe in harder times, people will come back to this and go, God, what is this guy thinking? This is terrible. Terrible. Some guy sitting in his garage Looks like the ghetto. Ghetto. In piles of garbage I thrive. Am I still alive? All my senses are dulled. My brain is hanging by. Now I'm singing poorly to myself. This is just terrible. This is diarrhea of a madman. Diarrhea of a madman, even. I hope I don't get diarrhea. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable. Bubble gut. And hot snakes. I remember sometimes my brother would pop into my stream early in the morning. That would be cool. I haven't talked to him since I asked him for $100 the other day, and he's like, sure, no problem, and he sent it right over. I'll be paying him back tomorrow. Well, later today. I get paid on Thursdays usually, so that's a good thing. I like to pay, I at least have to keep, like, debts with my brother paid off, because if I ever get in trouble, dude, he's always there for me, so I, like, owe a lot to him, man. He's a good dude, so. He's fucking steroided out, man. He's, like, his arms are fucking huge and shit. It's like, oh, I want my shoulders to be bigger. It's like, I want to not fit through doors. And I'm like, dude, you got a problem. I'm not going to say anything personal about my brother. It was a funny story, but it's not right for me to be saying anything personal online about that. Anyway, this is a funny steroid story. So it gets dark. It gets dark. Anyway. They're not like illegal steroids. They're legal, borderline pushing it, but they're legal. He's got like Dr. Chad fucking Bronson that wants fucking nothing but to spread steroid use to the world, and he's just like, oh, bro, don't even bother talking to my crew and anything like that. If you ever need anything, just talk to me and I will hook you up, brother. You know, whatever it is you need, just talk to me. I got you, man. So he's got, you know, the regular TRT, the testosterone replacement therapy, and then like, you know, this to help with that, and this to help with that, and androgelone, or I'm just making shit up right now, but it's like, holy shit, bro, what the fuck are you on? And he's like, oh, I'm just taking a cycle of this, and then I'll be doing this, and I'm just like, bro, really? And you got to use needles and like stick it in your butt fat. So like your upper part of your butt, like your ass muscle. You actually have to use a syringe, the same type of diabetic syringe that diabetics as well as junkies use. So like fucking steroids kind of have a stigma to me just for that reason. Good morning, Caleboo. Hello. Good morning. How are you? We're just using this fancy old school film reel stuff effect. Lazy Cheetah, what the fuck is up, brother? All right, thank you. Oh, no problem. Ah, yes, fancy. Haha. Hey, we try to keep it fancy around here. Actually, no, we're usually garbage human beings on this channel. And by we, I mean myself. But we try to keep it classy when we can. But thank you for noticing. What's up, Lazy? Cheers, man. Cheers, everybody. Kayla, Lazy. Just kind of waking up. Yeah, I just got off a fucking like 11-hour shift at work, dude. I'm pretty tired. Worked till damn near 3 o'clock in the morning. And I got there at 4:30 p.m. yesterday. Where the frick are my cigarettes? Hangs on, you guys. Hang on, yo. Excuse me. Hey, sorry guys, I'm back. I'm back. Anyway, I had to go grab some stuff out of my car. Some pita bread, some Mott's fruit snacks, some oil and vinegar mixture, and a sandwich. An Italian sandwich, to be that specific, from Penn Station, and it was freaking delicious. Nice hot Italian. I wouldn't mind a nice hot Italian chick. Or hell, any ethnicity. I don't care. I'm not picky. As long as they're somewhere around my age and same, Kayla. Hot Italian or anything. Yeah. Hot Puerto Rican, hot Irish, hot whatever. I'm good. Absolutely. Not really in the dating scene at the moment, but I'm not saying I wouldn't be open to something if I were to meet the right person. You never know. So I'm not totally, I'm not picky either. Yeah. I just want somebody that's sane. SANE, like sane. That's actually like a caring, genuinely loving, kind human being. No like evil motives on the side or anything like that, you know? Because, yes, facts, agreed. Yeah, I just want to find somebody that's like chill as fuck, honest, you know, dependable, respectable, whatever, somebody that's going to be there for you through thick and thin, you know. And I don't know. Seems tough to find that type of relationship these days, though. unfortunately. Everybody's just into playing games and shit and, hookup apps and this and that. And it's like, dude, I'm not into that type of shit. Fucking play STD roulette and no thank you. It's like I'm 40. I'm happy being single and shit. It's nice. It saves me money, which I barely have enough to scrape by as it is. So it's not that I could take money out to put towards a relationship, going out to eat and doing nice things and flowers and all that shit. So I really don't have money nor time. But well, that's true. I'm sure. Yeah, being at home for me is something I like. I like being out in nature sometimes and shit, but I feel most comfortable, excuse me, at home. Like, I don't know. Like, I've lived in Ohio my whole life, Northeast Ohio to be particular. Yeah, home sweet home. And like, people have asked me before, like, you ever want to move out of Ohio? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I've been here for 40 years now. Not really. Because when I'm outside of Ohio, I don't really feel in my element. Feel like I'm on foreign soil. I mean, not necessarily everything, being out in the woods is being out in the woods, maybe you got different trees and shit and different animals and things, but you know, it's just home for me. I would feel weird moving out of Ohio. So I'm hoping my kids decide to stay in the state too. My son's 21. He's living in his mom's basement right now, and my daughter's 13, living in the first floor of the same house. But so I at least have to stay in Ohio until my daughter graduates high school and stuff. I can't just bail. I actually had a job offer before from my job that I've been at for over 7 years now. And I think a few years ago they offered me a promotional position, but I would have had to move to Charlotte, North Carolina. Nope, way too far away. You got hurricanes and you got cockroaches. No, I'm out. Fuck that. No, thank you. Keep all y'all money. That and I was like, dude, I wouldn't be able to see my kids. And they're like, dude, you'd be making so much money. You could go fucking fly out to see them every other weekend or whatever. And I'm like, that's another thing. I fucking hate flying. And I'm like, no, thank you. And they're like, that's cool. We're glad you're staying here. And I'm like, cool. I'm glad I'm staying here too. I'm sorry, but I remember North Carolina. I understand South Carolina is a different state, but I went to Myrtle Beach once for my younger cousin's wedding. And the first fucking thing I'm greeted with is a cockroach the size of a Volkswagen. All right, I'm exaggerating slightly, but it was a big fucking roach. And that's the first fucking thing I see in the parking garage. And I'm just like, oh, this is going to be a bad, bad trip. All right. This is a few months this is in 2017. About a couple months after my second wife, we had been married a little under 4 years, but we'd been together for about 8 years total, something around that, dating and such. This is a couple months after I lost my wife to a heroin overdose. So I was hardcore addicted to cocaine at the time. I decided to stop doing heroin and I stopped shooting it up. I did relapse a couple of times, but I haven't done heroin in a long time. I wouldn't even know where to find it, which is a good thing. Oh, thank you, Kayla. Oh yeah, it was hard. It was definitely hard. I damn near joined her a few times, including when I found her. I ended up. So when I found her, I kind of had a bad feeling that that's what had happened. But it's not like I called the police or anything and asked them, because if she had just gone to take a nap or something, well, she'd have been fucking furious if I'd called the cops on her and gotten her in trouble and shit. But anyway, so there was really nothing I could have done about it. I was at work and I came home and found her laying on the floor with fucking puke and blood coming out of her mouth and shit. And there's a fucking loaded syringe laying next to her on the carpet. And I found her stash of dope. And the first thing I fucking did, I think, was took a blast of that shit, snorted some, and then I went and got rid of a few things that could have gotten me in trouble that had nothing to do with any of that, because I knew I had to call, 911 and shit and report everything. And I did some coke, thank God, which kept me fucking able to. Maybe I waited till after I called my mom and my brother, panicking, and they're like, "Why don't you call 911?" I'm like, "Dude, it's quite obviously that she's been dead for several hours." I'm like, I already tried doing CPR and shit, and I forgot where I was going with that story. Oh yeah, but after I think I called my mom and my brother, and they're like, "Dude, you gotta call 911 now." So I did, and then I think I snorted some of that heroin, and by the time the paramedics and stuff and the cops showed up, I was wandering outside, like, I think in my socks, probably. I was outside, like, on the phone or something, and I was like falling, like walking backwards. I couldn't walk forwards. I was so fucked up. And then I like fell over in the grass and shit. And I don't know if they hit me with Narcan or what, but I'm pretty sure that I did a fatal dose of heroin at that point, because they're like, it's a good thing we found you when we did. I'm sorry. I know that's a dark story and shit, but it was, that's just how I dealt with the situation at that time, you know. Oh, thank you, Kayla. I'm sorry to take that to such a dark topic, but it is something I deal with like on a daily basis. Oh, it really was. So that, well, thank you, Kayla. I appreciate the support. Yeah, it is my channel. I could talk about I know sometimes I see, viewers dropping and stuff when I talk about certain stuff, and it's like, all right, man, I understand that's probably heavy for some people, and they're like, nah, dude, I just wanted to chill. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla. Yeah, it's hard losing family members. I lost my father to an overdose as well. Not heroin, but and that was just a year before my wife passed away, so some pulled out of it and I'm so happy for them. Thank God. That's awesome, Kayla. It really is. I feel bad, like on my, on my channel and shit, and on my videos. I smoke weed, I drink, I smoke cigarettes, and I fucking know it's a bad influence and stuff. Oh, I was there. I was dead inside. I was dead inside for a very long time on drugs and alcohol and shit. And like I said, I still drink, so I'm not a fucking perfect. I'm not a perfect angel or anything. Cheers, everybody. But yeah. Oh, good for you, Kayla. I'm glad you stopped drinking. That's awesome. Bash Starwind, yo, what's up? Welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, Bash and Kayla and Lazy and everybody. I would be so hurt inside that I would drink and drink. It's sad. Kayla, I totally understand that 100%. I feel much happier now. I'm glad. I'm I'm struggling with my drinking. I'm trying to drink less. I really am. I still drink daily, so I would maybe go into some DTs or alcohol withdrawal if I were to completely stop, which I'm scared to do, so I don't do it because that's dangerous. You could die from alcohol withdrawal. So I'm like, dude, I realize that it's serious to the point where if I have to worry about something like that, I should probably stop. So I realize I got to get my drinking under control, as in like, a couple drinks here and there, not fucking every day though, because it was easy to stop. I'm glad it was easy for you. That's awesome. Yeah, it's not as easy for me. I think I might have taken it a little too far. But as I said, I was addicted to heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, all that bad shit. And I'm currently, what I did was just play games, and that brought me back to my childhood, and I felt like a kid again. You know what, Kayla? I did the same thing actually, too. I didn't quit drinking, unfortunately, but I kicked a massive cocaine habit. I was injecting cocaine several times a day, and that is so dangerous for your heart, for your brain. Like you can have a stroke, you can have a heart attack, and you're injecting it straight into your veins, and it's hitting 100% of it's hitting you at once. Still had a few drinks the other night, but it was very light, like a week ago. See, there's nothing wrong with that, though, Kayla. If you've got it under control, that's good, you know? I used to drink a whole entire bottle of vodka in the stream. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, and I'm not judging you at all, but I've been to that point too. I just wasn't streaming at the time. I used to drink Everclear that was 95% alcohol. There's a warning on it that says do not drink without mixing with non-alcoholic beverages. I would drink it straight out of the bottle and chase it with a beer. Just by stop drinking, I have stopped bloating more. That's awesome. Yeah, like I got a big old beer belly, and I know it's from drinking. I know it because I only eat like one meal a day, and then I drink. It's not healthy. They said that my liver is starting to kind of have some bad signs to it. I need to fucking cool it. Oh, absolutely. And it's all sugar. This shit, this Mike's Harder lemonade's basically all I drink. I don't drink water usually. I try to now, try to sneak some water in. Got it from my dad growing up. He was an alcoholic. Same, same. Yeah. I remember seeing my dad drink a lot growing up. And I rarely ever saw him drunk though. I seen him put down beer after beer after beer after beer, but I rarely ever saw him drunk. There were a few rare occasions until the end of his life when he kind of got real bad. But he did get sober off alcohol at least for like 7 years at one point. And I found out he had started smoking weed again, which is fine. I smoke weed too. If I could cut the drinking out, that'd be fantastic and just stick to pot. That'd be great. And like, I wish I could keep these fucking cigarettes too, dude. That's one of my vices I've had since I was like 17. I started drinking when I was like 15. I started smoking weed when I was 15, and I started tripping on acid when I was 15. And then I started moving my way up into crazier shit later on. But the smoking, to be honest, smoking gives me anxiety and makes me lazy. I don't smoke anymore weed. Damn, you're doing real good then. You kicked the booze and the cigarettes. Congratulations. I'm sorry I'm smoking on the it's I need a cigarette right now. But no, I'm happy for you. You don't smoke weed anymore. Okay. I'm sorry. 'Cause I still do too. You got the THC carts in yours? I do. I got a sativa, even though I kind of asked him for an indica, and he's like, "Well, we have one hybrid and three sativas." And I'm like, "All right, bro, what do you recommend?" And he's like, "I'd recommend this sativa." And I'm like, "All right, I'll try it." I think next time I'll at least go with the hybrid, but I'm gonna try a different dispensary next time, just to get a feel for the different dispensaries. It's very expensive there, though. There's three different forms of tax on it. There's Ohio tax, there's medical marijuana tax, and a recreational marijuana tax. All three. So whatever you just bought, I bought like $96 worth of shit, and it cost me like $115 after all the taxes and stuff. It was legal marijuana of the highest quality, but still, it was pricey as fuck. Ain't no running in there and be like, dude, I got a 20. What can I get? It's like you can get taxes, and here's a nickel bag. Super hungover. Think I'll lay down for a bit. LOL. I'll still have you on. Oh, thanks, lazy. Yeah, bro, you went fucking too hard yesterday, bro. You went way too hard with that whiskey and shit. No bueno, brother. Come on, man. Don't fucking die of cirrhosis on me. We need you to help with the album. Don't fucking die on us, lazy. Don't any of you out there die. Please. Praying for all of y'all. I'll get a little nug to pack in my bowl. Man, I want to put my sandwich in the fridge too. I'll try it. A couple more dishes tomorrow or something. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to feed and water my kitties so they don't die on me. Nobody wants a bunch of dead kitties unless you're a fucking psychopath. It appears I smoked all the marijuana that I put in my backpack for the day. So I'll grab some out of the cupboard in a second. But anyway, I'm sorry I missed any of those comments. Oh, okay. Hope everyone has a good night. Gonna lay down. All right, good night, Kayla. Hope you're hearing this at least before you left. Have a good night. Thank you for joining, and I appreciate your support. Peace, homie. Let's find us some treefers to smoke. It is. Oh, it's 4:59. It's well past 4:20. Fuck it. Well, it's 4:20 again. Vash Darwin, take care, y'all. Oh, you out of here too, Vash? Peace out, brother. Salute. Oh. Oh, what? Vash? No, I'm here just chilling. Oh, okay, cool. Very good. Sorry, I can't get my phone at the perfect angle. Sorry, it's been a dark and introverted stream. Let me take the silly, let's try that. Let's try to hold the phone up, Mr. Soldering Iron. Come on, Soldering Iron Station, hold that up. That's the best I can do right now, everybody. We're running low on the bud jar. Running low on the bud jar. We still got plenty to party tonight, though. It's okay. Had a bad day. I just dropped weed on the floor. Hang on. Waste not, want not. Sorry, not the most compelling documentary or anything, guys. Gals. All my online pals. Pack in a bowl. I'm packing a bowl. Wish I could smoke all of y'all up. If you were in my fold. Smoke all you people up. Get you all so high. Forget all your troubles. No one will die. Ooh, I have a pink paint marker. Look at that. I drop my phone all the time, LOL. Yeah, so do I. Thank gosh for like the hard shell, like military grade cases they make for them. I might put some of this on the little light switch on my car for the headlights. I always leave the sons of bitches on. So I put a red piece of a Subway piece of tape from a Subway sandwich, and it was bright red. So I wrapped it around the little clicky device that has you turn the end of it, has a little knob to select, lights, no lights, blah, blah, blah. And I kept leaving my fucking lights on sometimes because, it'd be raining and shit. And then the sun would come out. I'd pull into work and, everything's daylight. So I don't notice my lights are on and my battery'd fucking die. Vash says, my butt has been whooped. Lately, I've been sleeping like 12 hours a day. The past 3 to 4 days, I've been moving and lifting at 100 miles per hour a week. Oh, I feel that, man. Yeah, dude, I just worked like an 11-hour shift almost. I'm fucking exhausted. I really shouldn't be streaming. I should be sleeping right now, but I should actually take my nighttime meds right now. 5 o'clock in the morning. Then again, I didn't get home till almost 4, so I worked till almost 3 a.m. Good to say hi. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I do appreciate it. Kind of want to play some bass guitar. All right. I could write on my guitar pedal, the volume and fuzz knob or whatever for my fuzz pedal in this cool pink on black Galaxy Sparkle finish paint. That would look pretty cool, actually. I call my pedal the FF-4 since it's a fuzz face clone and it's following Boss's numbering or like a naming system, like the DS1, the SD2, blah, blah, blah. And also 4 is like means death in Japanese, so it's like a very unlucky number and stuff. So I wanted to use the -4. Aerosmith song Pink, LOL. I'm not a big Aerosmith fan myself. A lot of it stems with I just don't like Steven Tyler. He's like a sexual predator and stuff, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like fucking take that to a dark place again, but he is, and he's just a garbage human being. So it kind of turned me off to their music a lot. My dad told me a cool story that like back in the day he would flip out if the opening act played too long. So he'd go and unplug all their equipment if they were asked to play an encore or something. He'd go and throw a fit and unplug their equipment. So the band Kansas, my dad told me the story. He's like, yeah, so the band Kansas had some like big old country boys in it and stuff. They were like big motherfuckers. And he's like, Steven Tyler's like a little scrawny dude. And they already knew his antics and shit. And they already knew he was going to pull that. Oh, I'm sorry, Vash. I didn't mean to like ruin it or anything for you. But so anyway, so they knew about Steven Tyler's antics about unplugging equipment and shit. So they had their sound guy run a dummy cord where Steven Tyler would think that's what's powering everything when it turns out they had alternate power from elsewhere being cabled in somewhere else that he wasn't aware of. So their amps were still all plugged in and shit. And he went to fucking unplug it and everything, and they're still playing and all this shit. And he got all pissed and threw a fit. And after the show, he's all bitching about it and stuff. And the two guitarists, or like the one guitar slash violin player, just big motherfuckers. They were both looking at him like ready to just smash this dude because he like this little. They were the first band I got super into. I don't give a fuck. Talk about whatever you want to. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just explaining why I'm personally just turned off to Aerosmith myself. Yeah, I'm just not a big. They do have some catchy tunes. Like, I'm not dismissing their music. I was just dismissing that I just really don't like their lead singer, you know? I'm not dismissing any of their music or musical influence or whatever. It's just saying I don't care for him as a person. And unfortunately, there's a lot of artists now that I liked. Some I still do like. It depends on their attitude on things. But like I used to love Green Day. They were my heroes when I was a kid. And when they started getting into political bullshit and everything, I dropped out. I'm like, dude, I don't agree with you on stuff. And if you're going to be so vocal about it and everything, I really don't want to be involved. And Billy Joe nowadays from Green Day is like so fucking anti-American, you know. And it's like, shut the fuck up and get out of the country if you don't like it, dude. If you're gonna bitch and whine so much, just get the fuck out. Go somewhere else. I lost all respect for them. The band The Offspring. I loved The Offspring up until they fired their longtime drummer because he was medically unable to get a COVID vaccination. And that interfered with their touring and blah, blah, blah. So they let go of him. I think that's bullshit. Hey, Filippo So, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by, man. So what was I saying? Oh, The Offspring, yeah. So their drummer was medically unable. His doctor told him you can't get the COVID vaccine, could put your life at risk. And they kicked him out of the band and just said, sorry, buddy, go fuck yourself. Either get the jab or get out. And I lost all respect for them. That was not punk rock of them at all. All the so-called punk acts that you had to be vaccinated to get in and this and that. Fuck you. That's all I got to say about that. That's why I didn't go to see NoFX, because I didn't want to play by their fucking bullshit rules. I love NoFX, but we had where it's like if you're unvaccinated, you need to do this and this and this. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting vaccinated. And, no. I was just like, I'd rather just not go. I'm like, that's about as punk rock as, a fucking toddler. I mean, they have potential to become punk rock, but lost a lot of respect for a lot of bands there. Especially those pushing the fucking vaccine on people. That really upset me. Or like I absolutely loved MC Chris. He did first heard of him on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. Did a lot of voicing and stuff on like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and other shit. He was always funny as hell, and I loved his rapping and music and stuff. Me and my ex-wife, when we were still together, we went and saw him actually out in Cleveland or something. I loved MC Chris. And then he starts posting shit on Instagram. He's like, if you voted for Donald Trump, fuck off. You're no fan of mine, and I don't want you hanging out here. It's like, all right, well, click unfollow, unsubscribe. Sorry, dude. You want to play that game? Come on, man. Come on, man. Even Joe Biden says, come on, man. I just thought that was bullshit. It's like, all right, fine, you want to be that petty about shit. Some of my best friends are fucking Democrats or atheists and this and that, whereas, we don't agree politically or religiously or whatever. They're still my friends, you know, regardless of that shit. So for people to be drawing lines like that, it's like, fine, you want to play that game, you just lost a fan. That's too bad. It just totally sours the music, too. Sometimes when you think about it, it's just like, oh man, I used to really enjoy this song until I realized this guy was a douche nozzle. I'm not meaning to be super political or anything right now. I'm just saying I get upset when bands fucking not I'm not gonna be like the gatekeeper type of crowd that's like, oh, this band's sold out. It's like, no, when you're shilling for fucking big pharma and government pushed shit, get the vax, fuck you. Yes, I'm going to vote Vash myself. I'm hoping my candidate wins. I'm voting for Trump because I'm terrified that if Kamala gets in, it's going to be 4 more years of what we've had the last 3.5 years or so, but maybe worse. I'm afraid she's going to get us into war. I have a 21-year-old Batman for president. Nice, Bash. You go vote for Batman. That's cool. I respect that. Like I said, dude, we don't have to agree to be friends. But anyway, Batman is pretty cool, though. No, but seriously, I'm like, man, I remember there being prosperity under Trump, and things have been doing nothing but like a financial, economic nosedive the last 3.5 years or so. I know things were getting a little rough at the end of Trump's term with the COVID shit, but that wasn't his fault. He did everything he could to try to fix it. I still, got even though I personally did not take the vaccine, I do have family members that did and stuff, and a lot of close friends and, loved ones and shit that have gotten it. And I don't wish any harm upon them, but I'm glad that I didn't get it. But I do applaud Trump for doing the Operation Warp Speed, trying to push, it's great trying to push something out quick, but I just don't like how they handled it afterwards of making the companies immune to prosecution or retaliation for any wrongdoings in case things start to go wrong. That's what upsets me. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all like Alex Jones on you guys or anything, but I'm just saying. Lazy, if you can hear me, I don't envy you. I bet you have a rip-roaring hangover right now after last night. I'm sorry, bro. I hope you're feeling better soon. Hell yeah, Bash. That shit hurts, man. Had to pull 2 splinters out of the palm of my hand. My little paw got hurt. And then this is the finger that I cut yesterday that's on the thumbnail. That silly little cut right here. Right along here. Let me take the filter off this. There we are. That little cut there bled that much, dude. And then I sprayed it with an air hose because I just wanted it to go so I could take a picture of it. Why not? No, I decided to take the picture after blowing it with an air phone. Air phone, that's not even a word. Oh man, I'm starting to get a little heartburn. Should tune up my bass and try to lay down some bass tracks tonight or something. I have a guitar preamp and amplifier. Or I'm sorry, it's an amplifier and speaker simulation device. It should work well for bass if I just tune it right on the EQ and shit. Turn up the bass, turn down some of the high ends and shit. That ought to work. Problem is keeping my 5-string bass in tune because I have it tuned so low. Hopefully it'll stay in tune. I got it tuned down. A 5-string bass has already got a lower string than a 4-string, normal 4-string bass. It's already got one lower string generally. Now, some players do put a high string on there instead, but that's generally the case is that it's a lower string. And it's down from an E to a B. So you go like E flat, D, D flat, C flat, B. So that's tuned down like quite a bit. And I tuned mine down another two half steps or a full step. So from B down to B flat to A. So my bass is tuned real low. And my son of a bitch don't like to stay in tune at that tuning for some reason. Or at least my 7-string guitar has been giving me problems. It was giving me some trouble yesterday. I couldn't keep my lowest string intonated properly or anything. Every time I fretted a note, it would be sharp or flat, which is no good. No bueno. It was really frustrating. So anyway, guys, we're probably going to go upstairs and maybe pull out a bass guitar. Hooey, everybody hit that like button if you haven't. I'll dance for you. Or I'll stop dancing if you do. If you want. I'll stop dancing. That's enough. Grow up, Scrambles. The cut on my finger feels good on the cold carabiner for my keys. good. Yeah. Daddy likes that. I'll stop. Unplug the phone. Let's close the garage door. That'll be exciting, won't it? Y'all want to see my garage door close? There you go. Isn't it majestic? Yeah. It's like the dwindling hope. Up, the hope is gone. There it is. You saw it, folks, live. All hope is gone. Yeah, football. Cool. I don't mind tossing a football around now. As a 40-year-old man. When I was when I was younger, I couldn't have given a fuck less about a football. You could take it and stick it up your ass sideways. I didn't give a fuck. But it is fun just playing football with my son and shit. So I guess being a dad changed that, you know. I didn't mean to be so harsh to football fans. Wasn't meaning that, wholeheartedly. I just didn't care about it whatsoever. Best friend Gary is ridiculously good at throwing a football. I remember one time my buddy asked me to throw him a football, and I fucking threw it, and he's like, bro, that was like a perfect spiral. How the fuck did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know, I just threw it. Couldn't replicate it, but I got pretty good just because he is that good. Damn. Yeah, my buddy was just like, I gotta film it, man. Yeah, do it. Put it up online. Yeah, but my friend was just shocked. He's just like, dude, that was like a fucking perfect spiral. How'd you do that? I don't know. I just threw the ball. I probably didn't have it gripped right or anything. I just threw the son of a bitch and it flew real nice. Went right to him. And I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn generally with anything near a football. It was a fucking miracle. I mean, I probably would have won the fucking tryouts or some shit for that. That was one of them once in a lifetime things, though. Sometimes it's like, yep, that ain't ever gonna happen again. Let's have one more cigarette and we'll play some bass guitar, yeah. I'd like to welcome everybody, especially those that have already been here. Thanks for being here. And to all the newcomers, thank you again for being here. Ow, my finger hurts. Let's see. He was at the sidelines at Ford Field last year for 9 Lions games, and miraculously, we won all of them. Huh. Very cool. It must be some kind of fucking special token to them or some shit. Remember, the Cleveland's always had a tradition of having people. There was always this one guy at Cleveland Indians games. It's the Guardians now. I personally don't see what was so offensive about the Cleveland Indians. It's named after a player on the team that was Native American or whatever. It's not a racist name at all. Why they changed it, oh, that's silly. Anyway, when it was still the Cleveland Indians, we used to have this guy that would bang on a drum, big old bass drum. Do, 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 do. He'd get the crowd all hyped up and shit. And he'd be at like every home game. I don't know about away games. I have no idea. But he was always at the home games and stuff, and he died recently, or a couple of years ago, I think. Cleveland has doggy dogs. It's pretty fresh. The dog pound, dude, that's fresh as fuck. Yeah, my son's a huge Browns fan. It's like, don't get your hopes up too high, buddy. But it's always good to have a favorite, whatever. I wasn't into sports growing up at all, but I supported my local teams, so it's like, who do you root for? It's like, oh, Cleveland, I guess, because that's like where I'm from or around there. I've always lived pretty close to Cleveland within 30 minutes or so of it. 30, 40 minutes, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I always supported the team growing up, though I did have a Chicago Bulls hat for the longest time when I was like 12 or so. Like that hat barely ever came off my head. It was so fucking disgusting and gross and like sweat and everything else. This fucking ratty ass Bulls hat hanging on by a thread. To be honest, I couldn't give a fuck about any of their basketball games at all. Whether it was Cleveland or fucking Chicago, I didn't give a shit. I just thought it was a cool looking hat, honestly. When you're 12, there's an angry bull. It's a black hat with like a red brim on it. It's like, it looked pretty dope. Kind of only pro football for me just because my bro's super into it and rubbed off on me. Oh, and before that, I was friends with an ex-running back, and he got me into it. Into my cat, Vash. Oh, your cat's name is Vash? Yeah, Scrambles the Death Dealer used to be one of my cats, but unfortunately she disappeared one day. Yeah, my cat Toki, she's an old black cat, and she's getting very, very old. She used to be my brother's when he was in college. And he's like 35 now, going on 36 next month, I think. I think next month my brother turns 36 because I just turned 40 and he's like 4.5 years younger than me. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I know it's rough. And it's rough dealing with losing an animal, dude. Because they're like little family members, you know? Dude, I cried so hard when Scrambles disappeared. Yeah, I always used to get upset when people told me it is what it is. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. But I mean, the saying is true, though. There ain't shit you could do about it. Do what it do. That's what I like to say. It do what it do. You know, you know how things are. Yes, we are all mortal. I quit these fucking cigarettes, man, but it's one of the few things I have left that brings me pleasure. Cigarettes, alcohol, and marijuana. Which in itself is still a deadly cocktail. The cigarettes and alcohol, especially. Obviously, smoking anything's not good for you, so marijuana. My son's like, Dad, is marijuana safe for you? And I was like, technically, smoking anything's bad for you. So there's that. My son's 21, by the way. So he's legally allowed in Ohio to go buy pot from the dispensaries legally. So He was getting shit like under the table or something at local stores, though. Under the age of 21, he was getting like fucking legal shatter and stuff, which was like fucking dabs, using a fucking dab rig with like a blowtorch and shit. And I'm like, bro, you look like a crack addict. I'm like, maybe you should stick to regular weed. You look like a fucking crackhead with this setup. Or a meth head or something, dude. Just pulling a torch out. It's like, what are you doing? Smoking crack or meth? Oh, dabs, I see. It's like, bro, come on, get some help, dude. You're doing this too much. He's laid off of that, so I'm proud of him, so that's good. Back to just chilling, smoking a little reefer, you know. Very good. I don't want to see him getting into no hard shit, you know. And that's why I was straight up honest with him when he asked me about things like that. Dad, what's cocaine like? And I'm like, it's fucking horrible. He's like, yeah, but why do people do it? And I'm like, because it feels fucking amazing the first time you do it. And then you feel like shit afterwards and you want more. And then after, next thing you know, you're fucking broke, constantly buying blow, wondering where all your money went, feeling like shit all the time, just chasing that next high. I'm like, you don't want to fuck around with it, dude, because it'll hook you in. And he's like, what about heroin? I'm like, same fucking thing. It feels different, but they both feel very euphoric and they make you feel good. And I'm like, and that's all you want after that is more. So I explained it how it is. I just lost a viewer there, but I'm just saying that's the type of parent that I am, where I'll tell you about my past mistakes so you don't make those mistakes, because I sure as fuck don't want my children overdosing on heroin and being clinically dead twice like I was or something like that. So it's, as a father, important to me to drive home how bad that shit is. My son smokes pot, that's fine. But I don't think he started till he was like 17 or 18. So I started when I was like 15, too young. But I don't know. Gotta love and live it up. I'm losing all kinds of viewers. That's okay. People don't want to hear about it, but that's all right. I'll change the subject in a sec. I'm done, actually. I'm done. I'm talking about more cheerful shit. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna plug in my bass guitar. I gotta tune that mofo. So I got a loose piece of skin on my finger and it's bugging me. Better. Much better. Very good. This sucks. I gotta work this Saturday, but my next paycheck will kick ass. I'm gonna stay in overtime too anyway, so I get hella overtime for this week. They'll probably tax the fuck out of me, but I'll get it back in my return. So it's all good. That's good, right? Word. Yep. Honestly, don't know what I just said. I can't remember. Saying something. Uh, Things will be all right though. Yeah, dog. LOL. You're good. No, all I was saying is things are gonna be all right. You know, she's gonna be all right. My son asked if I wanted to go see Megadeth with him in December, and then he's like, and I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And I'm just like, bro, I can't afford this. And then my son gets back to me. He's like, hey, Dad, I was thinking about it. Maybe it's not the best idea to do that financially, you know? And I'm like, cool, I agree. I'm like, I'm pretty strapped lately for cash, so going to see Megadeth is maybe not in the cards for this year. I'm already taking my daughter to see Billie Eilish in November. So hopefully that's an enjoyable show. We saw Doja Cat last year. That was at least entertaining. I'm really not into Billie Eilish myself, so this is all for my daughter, you know. It's another thing of being a dad there is like, yes, I'll pay 420 some dollars for 2 tickets for us to go drive 4 hours to Cincinnati to go see a concert that I don't really want to see and don't really want to spend $420 plus travel and other expenses. But yes, I love my daughter, so yes, sweetie, we'll go to see Billie Eilish. She's like, oh, remember, Dad, Ariana Grande's next year. I'm like, oh, jeez. And my parents took me to see Rush when I was like 6 years old, I think. Allison Goldfrapp is my favorite female performer, one of the very top of the list, at least. Allison Goldfrapp. I don't know if I've heard of her. Is she in a band or is she like a independent artist or something? Because I'm not familiar with Allison Goldfrapp. Used to be in Goldfrapp. Not familiar with their work. My finger burns. Yes, the one in the thumbnail. Minor scratch that bled a lot. Yeah. Much love, everybody. Take one more rip off this bowl and go upstairs then. All right. All right, all right, all right. Just released her first solo. She's British. All right, all right, all right. I have that t-shirt. Oh, nice. That's an iconic scene. Kind of creepy if you look into it, looking back on it. Okay, bro, you take care, bro. Everything is ruined. Yeah, so I get one of these medical grade marijuana, THC vape cartridges, like $36 plus a shit ton of tax. And my mom's watching me hit this thing in the house, and she's like, you're better off smoking regular pot out there than doing that shit. It's like, really? Like, that vaping shit's horrible for you. My parents turned me on to vaping like back in the early 2010, 2011, maybe even 2009. She's like, no, that vaping shit's terrible for you. I'm like, well, it's great for concerts when you can't sneak a whole pack of joints in, you just hit that, rip on that a few times. Let's get out of the sun. Oh, shit. My face is like breaking out, kind of. I don't like that. I'm just scrub up my face tonight. Break your fucking face tonight. Just give me something to break about your fucking face. I hope you know a pack of chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. Come on, who doesn't like a little Limp Bizkit? Come on, Limp Bizkit's good. Boy, I wish I could find our toothpicks. They're buried behind our spices in the spice cabinet somewhere. Got some, whatever the fuck I was eating stuck in my teeth. Probably like oregano or something. Mm-hmm. Got some of that nature stuck in my teeth and it's bothering me. Lazy, if you're still out there, buddy, I hope you're doing okay. Me and you gotta fucking chill out a little bit because we need to get famous first. before we die of fucking terrible drug and alcohol overdoses. Just remember that. It's bugging me. Can't get you out of my teeth. Alright, let me hit the peace pipe one more time. I'm gonna go inside. Hang right on there, everybody. I'll be right back. I feel great. I feel good. Feel good, everybody. Welcome to all the new people joining me tonight. That's right. You know what? I'm not even going to lie to you guys. The reason I had to cut out there for a second, I had to go in the house and double check to make sure that I didn't just shart. Okay? This isn't stand-up comedy. This is real life, folks. I thought for a second there that I might have sharted myself. So I humbly waddled off into the distance to the bathroom to go check on that. And thankfully, it was a dry fart, everybody, okay? No need to fear. No diarrhea here. That's right, guys. We pervaded, We won. We won that battle. Maybe not the war. We won that battle. Almost sharded, but I didn't. Came out a winner. Stronger man. We're at the 2-hour mark of the live stream and we're hitting new lows. He said, I gotta go to rehab. And I said, no, no, no. Do, 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 do. Oh, like I said, we're gonna go upstairs and play bass guitar. Oh, I got some pep in my step now that I didn't shit myself. When you narrowly avoided it, you came out victorious. Will not fall for Montezuma's revenge today, nor any other day. Yard. Famous last words. Let's take our pita bread and fruit snacks and our asthma inhaler as well as our phone charger into the house. Kitty, hi baby. Hi, Izzy. Hi, everybody. You can be very quiet. Hi, Izzy. Alright, you guys hang right here. Hey, sorry, it's me. Oh, shit. She probably goes to sleep. I know, I dropped one of my pills. I gotta turn the light on. Okay, cool. Alright, love you, Mom. Good night. Shit, I gotta go out and get my book bag. My headphones to charge and stuff in there. Hello, kitty kitties. Hmm? I can't hear you. Are you okay with the meat that will be hanging on the side? What will be hanging from what? The meat that I'll be cooking. Meat? Okay. Wow. Playing with the kitty in a string. Izzy loves chasing string. Alright, kitties, you guys can come upstairs if you want. Alright, guys. Nobody's talking, but it says I got viewers out there, so all my viewers out there, sorry about the silence. My mom was sleeping downstairs. Decided to keep relatively quiet. Oh, scoozy. I should set up distinct pedals for my bass. One of my projects is in the way. I might need to box it up and get it out of the way. It's my fuzz pedal, which is right yonder. But it's in the way of my pedals. I need to record some shit, so I might need to move that. Even though it's taped in place right now. Not soldered into place like it should be. It's taped. Oh, well, man. Look at my little journal. I cannot get this song straight. Gone through all these different revisions and shit. Got some stuff I wrote, some tunings. The tuning of my 7-string guitar. It's just, I cannot figure this out. I love Alicia and I love the song. I'm just retarded when it comes to like getting music by ear and stuff. I'm not good at it, and I'm not good at following instructions either. Which makes it incredibly hard to work with other musicians. Oh my goodness. Oh shit, if it's probably 5 a.m. now, isn't it? 6 a.m. Fuck me. I gotta get off this bitch soon. Let's just plug our bass into what we have and see what happens. For happenstance, we might come across and stumble into some magical territories and intervals that we never thought possible. Hello, Toki. How are you? Good old Tokleby. click, boom. It's a bass guitar. It's a bass guitar. It's a bass, 5-string bass guitar. Rock on. Rock on. Darn it. Darn it again. Sorry, I keep smacking my bass into stuff. I'm sorry, I need to tune this bass. No one wants to talk to me. Oh, I know you guys can't hear this. Nobody's talking to me anyway, so. No one wants to talk to me. I play my bass guitar. I got my headphones on. Y'all can suck my knob. Oh, I love you guys. You know I'm kidding. All right, love y'all. I'm out. Nobody's paying attention to me anyway, so.